everyone. Welcome. Today we are talking about a word that is small but carries a lot of weight. Home.
That's a beautiful topic, Jenny. For some people, home is the house where they grew up. For others, home is wherever their family is. And for many of our listeners, home is a place they are still trying to find.
Exactly. Today we'll explore the human desire to belong, the psychological stages of moving to a new country, and the vocabulary you need to talk about your living situation.
When someone moves to a new country, they usually go through the honeymoon phase. Everything's new, exciting, and the coffee even tastes better because it's different.
But then culture shock hits. You realize that you don't understand the social rules, or you feel frustrated because you can't express your personality perfectly in English yet.
That's when you start to feel homesick. To feel homesick is that deep sadness or longing for your original home. It's a very common rough patch for expats and immigrants.
Let's look at some phrasal verbs. When you move to a new place, you have to settle in. This means to become comfortable in a new house or job. It takes time to settle in and feel at peace.
And then you have to fit in. To fit in means to feel like you belong to a group or a community. This is a major productivity killer. If you don't feel like you fit in at work, it's hard to perform well.
We also use the expression to put down roots. This is a metaphor. Like a tree, when you put down roots in a city, you start to make long-term friends, buy furniture, and build a permanent life there.
Jenne, do you think it's possible to have two homes? I often feel like I belong to two different worlds at the same time.
I think that's the beauty of the modern world. You don't have to choose. But it can be overwhelming. You might feel like a stranger in your new country, but when you go back to your old country, you feel like a stranger there too.
This is a very abstract theme, the third culture identity. We are shaped by the places we go and the people we meet. Our home is a mosaic of all our experiences.
If you are struggling to settle in right now, my advice is to reach out to the local community. Don't stay isolated. Finding one true friend can make a whole city feel like home.
And keep practicing your English. The more you can communicate, the more you can open up and share who you really are. Language is the key that opens the door to your new home.
Jenny, there's something very abstract that happens when we live abroad. Have you ever felt like you lose your personality when you speak a second language?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the biggest frustrations for B1 and B2 learners. In your native language, you are funny, fast, and witty. But in English, you might feel like a child again. You can't find the right words to express your sense of humor.
This can lead to an identity crisis. You ask yourself, who am I if I can't be funny in English? But the good news is that as you practice, you don't just find your old personality, you build a new one. You become a bridge between two cultures.
And then there is the phenomenon that no one tells you about, reverse culture shock. This happens when you finally go back to your original home after living away for a long time.
That is so real. You expect everything to be the same, but you have changed. Your friends have moved on, the city looks smaller, and you feel like you don't belong there anymore either.
It's a bittersweet feeling. It proves that home isn't just a GPS coordinate. It's a moment in time that has already passed. This is a very common topic in human desires, the desire to return to a past that no longer exists.
When you are far from your biological family, you have to create a chosen family. These are the friends who become your brothers and sisters in a new country.
These connections are often stronger because you survived the struggle together. You spend Thanksgiving or Christmas together because you can't fly home. You lean on each other, which is a great phrasal verb, meaning to depend on someone for emotional support.
Let's get a bit more practical. Living abroad is often a productivity choice. People move to find better jobs or better education, but there's a hidden cost that isn't about money.
You mean the emotional tax? You might be earning more dollars or euros, but you're missing birthdays, weddings, and funerals. You have to decide if the professional breakthrough is worth the personal sacrifice.
It's a difficult balance. In 2026, many people are digital nomads, trying to have both. But every choice has a trade-off. A trade-off is when you give up one thing to get another.
There is a specific mindset that immigrants have. They're often more resilient and hardworking because they have everything to lose.
We call it the hunger. When you are in a new place, you strive to succeed. To strive means to make a great effort to achieve something. This mentality is what helps people overcome the intermediate plateau in English, too. They don't just want to learn, they need to learn.
If you were a newcomer, someone who just arrived in a new country, my advice is to be patient with yourself. Don't expect to fit in 1 week.
And don't hide. It's easy to stay home and watch movies in your native language, but you need to get out there. Join a club, go to a park, talk to the cashier. Every small interaction is a brick in the house you are building. Thank you for joining us today. This was a very emotional episode for us.
Subscribe if you want to be part of our global home here on the channel. And tell us in the comments, where do you feel most at home? Is it a city, a person, or a specific memory?
We can't wait to hear your stories. See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.